There are two advanced terms or concepts in Excel: macros and VBA. A macro in Excel is a series of instructions in the form of code that helps automate manual tasks, thereby saving time. Whereas VBA, which stands for Visual Basic for Applications, is a programming language used to write macros. But in this video, we are going to focus on macros. VBA is an advanced topic in Excel that requires a separate tutorial on its own for advanced learners of Excel. So we'll focus on macros in this video. Here I have two sheets, one for 2018 sales, the other one for 2019 sales. Now say you always get sales every month or every year, and you always apply the same formatting to those sales figures. So rather than doing the same thing every time whenever you get these reports from subordinates, why not record the process once and apply it thereafter when you get the report subsequently on a button click? So macros, now using macro will enable you to save your steps once, then thereafter when you get the same type of record, you can then click just a button to get your work done very fast. So it saves you time rather than you repeating the same task every time. So let's click on this 2018 sales and format this sales record. To start using macro, right click on your status bar and you see macro recording to start recording your macro. Now, but to bring it up permanently on your menus bar, go to File, click on Options, go to Custom Ribbon, and you click on Developer. Now this will bring up the macro feature for you in the menus bar. Click on OK. Now so here you now have the developer tool from where you can access your macros. So to start recording a macro, click on Record Macro, or you go to your status bar, right click on it and click on Macro Recording. So let's go for this option. Click on Record Macro here now, and you can name your macro. Let's name this yearly sales formatting. Give it a name that you'll always remember. Let's write a description for this macro. This macro formats yearly sales. You can also give your macro a keyboard shortcut. Let's say Ctrl F. Use any letter you want. Click on OK. Once you click on OK, your macro will start recording, and every mouse click will be recorded. So you need to think carefully before you start recording a macro. You need to think through the steps you want to take to format your document or to achieve whatever you want to achieve, not just formatting the document. So let's click on OK. I'm told that the name you entered is not valid, so there's an error here, which means that there shouldn't be space in your name. There shouldn't be space in your name. So what I can do is to use an underscore. So click on OK again. Now your macro has started recording, so every mouse click will be recorded. So what I want to do to format this sales record is to first of all give everything borders. So I'll click anywhere in the data and I'll press Ctrl A. I'll give the entire cells borders, so click on all borders. I want to format the headers by bolding it. It's already bolded. I can give it a different color. Let's see, a background color of blue and the color of the font to be white. Say I want to increase the font of all the words here, of all the characters here. So I'll click on everything here, this icon here, to select everything, and I'll increase the font to, let's say, 12. So this has increased the font size to 12. Say I want to apply the Naira symbol to this amount, so I would click the H column and I'll apply not just the H column, also the G column, and I'll apply Naira symbol to those figures. Click here, click on currency, and you have applied Naira symbols to those amounts. Let's say every time you receive this report, you want to always arrange the sales amounts in descending order from the highest to the smallest. So you highlight all these figures, right click and sort this data from the largest to the smallest. Click on OK, click on sort. So this has been arranged for us from the highest sales amount to the smallest sales amount. Okay, I'm okay with this formatting, so I'll just stop my recording, go to developer and click on stop recording to stop the macro from recording. So my macro has been recorded. Now anytime I want to format a sales data like this, I'll just click a button. Don't forget the shortcut key I use for this macro is Ctrl F. So let's go to macros to see my macros. As you can see, I have just one macro here so far. So now let's say I receive the next year's sales, 2019 sales, and I want to make it look like this 2018 sales. Rather than going through the steps I used before, the painstaking step I used before to format this document, I can just apply my macro to this new sales record since it's the same formatting I want to use. So to do that, you can use the shortcut key, which is Ctrl F, which we use to represent the macro. So press Ctrl F. Now pressing Ctrl F has given us the formatting we need based on our recorded macro. So that's the idea behind macro. It used to record your steps while using Excel, now with the intention that you would use those steps again later. But later on, when you are using those, when you are trying to apply the formatting again, you don't need to start all over again. You don't need to repeat those tasks that you performed while working on that similar document. All you need to do is to record your steps using macro and apply that macro on a single button click to effect all the steps you ought to have done manually. So that's how to use macro in Excel.